Oh, this is one part of my No Pump Face 25 team, you know what I'm saying? You dig? She is our crochet specialist. You know what I'm saying? If it's hand knitted or crochets, you know who to go to. You know what I'm saying? And she, you know what I'm saying? She one of my sisters in this thing, you know what I'm saying? So welcome, Saray, you know what I'm saying? You know, let the people know what's going on, what you got going on before I give you a topic.
Yeah, I'm Saray. I'm your most liked fiber artist. Um, I'm working on glow in the dark stuff now. So the lighting, you can't really see this one, but y'all will see the video soon. Um, this is glow in the dark skulls. So right now, the season is coming in, harvest season, Halloween season, the good shit, and that's what I'm preparing for. Thank you. Um, Right now, the website is still not up, but if you're interested in bucket hats or beanies or anything like that, you could just inbox me. I have some customers in here that definitely have purchased from me. You could check my page and everything else. What's the question?
All right, so your topic is work-life balance. You know what I'm saying? How do you manage mental health while balancing professional and personal life? And what advice would you give to women struggling with work-life balance issues?
Honey, I'm
This
still
is the
trying to figure.
perfect one for you. This is the
Right.
perfect one for you.
And I'm just going with it. Shit, I can't give you no advice on that. I promise. I just wake up and go. Like it is what it is. Because I'm a phlebotomist by day, and I'm a fiber artist all damn day and night. Because I bring this shit to work. I do this on my lunch break. I do it when I go in early. I go in an hour early, sometimes 2 hours early in the mornings. Set up the lab and start crocheting before it's time to clock in. Like I'm. This is what I do. Whether I was trying to monetize it or not is what I do. Um. So yeah, I cross bridges as I get to them. Cause you could, I promise. Cause you could compartmentalize. You can do all of these things. I read a lot. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. Et and Les Brown are my top two favorite. They old school motivational speakers. I listen to Bobby. If anybody knows who is two Bobbies, a Bobby Hemmett and another Bobby Proctor, I think. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff just to keep me going in the mornings. I set my intentions and I set my mental. So people may think the motivational speakers and the self-help books, like I have a book on the power of how to manipulate energy to create positive energy. I have a book on entrepreneurship. I have another book on self-discipline that I'm almost done with. um, it's always something. The older you get, it's not that you know everything, you just learned that you don't know everything and you still need to read and learn more and just equip yourself with the knowledge to be able to navigate this bullshit. Because nobody has the answer. The motivational speakers, nobody knows nothing. I need everybody to understand that. Your government, your teachers, your elders, don't nobody know shit. They only know their experience and they can only tell you how they navigated that experience. Don't nobody know nothing, because think about you when the people from that's younger than you, what you're going to explain to them or teach them, right? You're only going to teach how you navigated through your shit and it worked for you, and this may work for you, it may not, I don't know, but here goes something. So when people get to that point and understand that nobody knows nothing, nobody knows everything, then you leave yourself open to want to learn more, which goes into the topic of how to be able to maintain day to day and how to create balance. You have to create a balance for you. That's your journey. That's your size 10, 7, 6, 5 shoe, right? You got to walk that shit. When you lay down, when we log off this motherfucker, y'all excuse my language. When we log off, I don't know how y'all sleep. When we log off of here, you still got life. Life is going on right now. You just chose to compartmentalize and hit pause so you could join this shit. But when we log off of here and say our goodbyes and I love yous, you still got to deal with your shit, whether it's good or bad. You understand me? So I just learned I'm a planner. I like to plan. As women, we would like to organize and plan and just know on top of abandonment and other issues, like I just don't like to be surprised. Even with your planning, it may not work out, but at least you have an idea of how to navigate it or what to kind of expect. Try to prepare. But then all of that, it sounds stressful, right? Because really you just have to let that shit go and cross them bridges as they come. That's what it results to, and that's how I manage myself. It's just like, you know what, all right, boom, next. That's how I have to go with it. You understand? And if I'm burnt out, if I'm tired, I just know, lay my ass down, rejuvenate, recoup, reset, come back out, do it again. I really can't give you a structure, even though there's layouts and templates and motivational and everything that can tell you what to do and how to do it. That's something, but at the end of the day, it's what works for you. Because I may take premium, you may take regular. You get what I'm saying? It's what fuels you. So, what advice would you give to a woman struggling with work like that? I be bundling this shit. That shit right there. Cross them bridges as you get to them. Stop trying to look so far ahead. And if anybody knows my videos, as I talk to you, I talk to myself because I still do this today. I look so far ahead in the future trying to plan shit that I put myself in anxiety mode. I can't fix it. It didn't get here yet. Solve what's in front of you. That's really what I can give you. Solve what the hell is in front of you and try to maintain as much peace as possible so you can think and so you can stay centered. Don't let anybody come and disturb that. Right. Cherish that. That's it.
On. Jamie, what you got for us?
How do you manage mental health by balancing professional and personal life? I mind my business. I kid you not. When I get up in the morning and I go to work, it took me a long time, 20 years, to really see what this lady had to pull me to the side. And she was like, this was when I started working for the school district. So I started working for the school district within my neighborhood. I had been living there for like 15 years. And my principal, she was a white lady. She really liked me, but she pulled me to the side. She was like, I need you to go farther. I need you to go away from here. And at that time, I was like, kind of like still in my feelings. Like, what you mean? She was like, you know everybody in this neighborhood. You too comfortable. She said, it compromises your professionalism. And she said, you very smart. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I would be so professional when I'm there. But then when people come in, I'll be like, what's poppin'? What's cracking? All right, for sure. When I finish this little, I'm still talking like that on campus. I'm like, when I finish with this little woo-wop, this time I'm still talking, slang and everything. I'm going to get at you. Then I'll try to code switch. She was like, that ain't going to work, Jamie. And it took me a long time because I was like, these my people. And so then when they moved me to, I'm going to say God moved me to a district far away from my live, I probably would have never left the hood. You know what I mean? So I moved to, worked at this school district farther away from my live. It was so different. It was a total different world. I still had that mentality, like when I'm at work, it's not professionalism. Everything is personal. I get there, I'm about to lose my job. I just got hired. You know what I'm saying? Been working hard to get into the school district. Finally got there, this black man pulled me to the side. He was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And this was my teacher. He was like, Jamie, you're a real good employee. Like, you need to get it. I'm still doing me. Until one day, they was like, yeah, school district. The principal was like, yeah, school district called. They had a complaint about you and another employee. Man, Marcus, when I tell you my mental health snapped into condition, I'm like, I ain't losing my job. But that's when I had to really reflect. So it took 2.5 years where I was like, when I get to work, I just mind my business. Every job that I got, the Lord positioned me where I'm still working with people, but I'm so busy and so occupied, I don't even have time to really chop it up with people. But it's crazy because now I look at my conversations, the conversations I had before, I was too busy gossiping. I wasn't really being professional, Now I'm so busy and stuff like that. People come talking to me, I be like, girl, I'm busy. I ain't got time, But it was less stress on me. I felt better when I was going home. I was taking my drama home to my job. I mean, from work to my job. So now I'm not even really focusing on my kids. You know what I'm saying? So when I get to work now, I mind my business. I do my job. I'm there from this time to this time. I clock straight out. When I get to this house, before I get out the car, I pray, I transition. Like, Lord, be with me. I'm about to go in because I'm about to do my thing with my babies, you know? Whatever I went through at work, I leave it at that door. I come in, I'm on personal time, you know? So I had to learn how to leave everything at work, you know? So and when I'm here with my kids, I'm with my kids. When I get to work, I don't do all that telling everybody my business. I used to tell my, you know, everything I was going through personally, I'd be like, look, I'm just here, you know? And it's made it so much better for me. So that's how I balance it. What advice would you give to women struggling with work life and balance? You know, I don't know. Day to day is different. I have to pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Because what looked good, what I went through this month is crazy. It may look totally different the next month. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn to just take everything day by day, you know, moment by moment, try not to stress. Because I'm the type of person, like Saray said, I have to plan, and I got to plan for everything. And it got to be detailed. The details got to have details, and then it got to be intricate, you know? So then I get to stressing myself out, but then I start becoming controlling. And then that's when I start, you know, getting nervous or whatever. And I have a seizure disorder. So the moment that I get overwhelmed, it can cause me to kind of induce it. You know what I'm saying? So I have to chill out, even though they've been controlled for about 16 years, but I can still kind of feel it, you know, inside my body. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever happens, I'm just going to take it as it is, you know? And so it's been doing well for me mentally. You know what I'm saying? I don't be yelling at everybody. I be smiling and be at peace and stuff like that, you know, trying to walk in love and patience and all that good stuff. So yeah, just take everything one day at a time. You know, that's how you can balance it. Because life, like she said, life gonna be lifing. When we on here, when we get off, when we go to sleep, life is lifing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to be like, okay, Lord, give me this strength and this what I'm gonna do, you know? So that's all I
Right.
gotta say.
Okay. Miss Priss, what you got for us?
Okay, so I'm I do medical sales and a clinical trainer for doctors that do root canals. And I cover 4 states, so I travel a lot. I mean, I have a company car. They got me new one last year, so in a year and a half, my car has 36,000 miles on it. When I got it, it had 50. So that'll tell you how much I drive. So finding work-life balance, it's it was a little challenging at first, and I'm a people pleaser. Okay, and that might probably has something to do with trauma from way back when, where I don't like when people don't like me, and I want to make everybody happy. So I'm a very bad people pleaser. So one thing I've learned with this position is I had to learn how to set boundaries. I had to learn how to start saying no. When I'm overwhelmed, if someone asks me to do something, or if, you know, my doctors are hounding me, I've got, you know, 50,000 people texting me at once, and, you know, they need me in 1,000 different places. I had to learn how to prioritize, and, you know, start knocking off the big fish from the top, and then, you know, work my way down. And just sometimes somebody's going to have to hear no. And I had to learn how to be okay with that. And also not feel bad about it or say, I'm sorry. Just, you know, you know, I can get to you tomorrow, not today. So I'm not running myself ragged. Another thing that I do myself personally, which some of my coworkers don't, is I will take my lunch every single day. Some of my coworkers will just like work right, like they just work through it. I've learned that I need my hour. I'm gonna take that hour. I'm gonna go sit down at a restaurant. I like to be waited on. Okay, when I go to eat meals, I like to have like a waiter like come and you wait on me. I don't like to do like fast food all the time, so I like to find somewhere to sit down and unplug for a minute, turn my phone off, and just have a minute for myself to, you know, relax, and eat my meal in peace, which that helps, as well, keeping my mental health intact. The other thing that really helps keeping my mental health in check, which is something I haven't done in a very long time. I took my first vacation, I think, since I was a teenager this year. Never been on vacation before, and I have done 3 this year. Okay, I was like, you know what? I am. My job they've redid things where we have unlimited vacation days now, and I haven't taken any vacation the entire time I've been with the company. So I was like, you know what? I'm fucking taking vacation. So I did, and that's been a huge help as well. When it comes like balancing my personal life into that, I've also learned that I don't have to be out in the field every single day. There are some days when I can just be at home and I can work from home and have more time with my family. So I've had to learn to stop being such a workaholic, and realize things that I can get done from home. So organizing my schedule helps with that a lot. What advice would I give? I can't see from your head. Thank you. What advice would I give to women struggling with work-life balance? Woo, Lord have mercy. What advice would I give them? I think first rule of advice, I think for me, is to set your goals, understand what you're trying to do, what needs to be done, what's important, prioritize, write things down, make checklists. For me, it really helps me to write things down physically and not just have them like in any electronic calendar. I really like to have like my little book. I'm old, so I like to write things down. I think that helps a lot. Is just number one, understanding what you want and what you need to be happy and healthy, and for your family as well. And that's going to take some self-reflecting, right? It's going to take some self-awareness. Understand like what's really important to you, and then go from there. I'll end.
Okay. All right. So we took a phone call. She said she'd be right back. Savvy, it's on you.
Hey, wow, work-life balance. Oh man. So I've been in my field for 19 years. And I remember there's still some cases that I still wonder what happened to people. So just in case you guys don't know, what I do professionally is I'm your welfare caseworker. So when you come to the welfare department of social services, and you say you need food stamps, you need Medicaid, I'm the worker who processes your case for you. And the hardest thing for me to learn was not to let other people's burdens sit on my heart, because I hear some pretty tough stories. The hardest thing for me to learn is to not get emotionally invested in my cases. But it's hard because I'm an extremely compassionate and empathetic person. So when someone comes to me and they're sitting at my desk and they're saying, for example, they're on the run from the cartel. Okay. And see, I still don't have it. Okay. I still don't have it because it almost brings me to tears. When they say that they're living in a tent with their child and they're on the run from the cartel, and they were terrified even to ask for help because they're so scared that the cartel is going to find them. When you work with people that I just care too much. So I haven't learned that yet, right? I haven't learned. I try. But when you hear the stories and you carry them and you have so much empathy and understanding for them because you've suffered too, it's really hard to let it go. I genuinely care about people. When you have someone in front of you who, because of the laws, right? Because ultimately I have to follow the law, and say Marcus came to me and he's ill and he needs the health insurance, and because of the law, I cannot approve his case. It pisses me off. So I get too emotionally invested with my customers. And it does cost you, right? It does cost you because you drain yourself. I know I do it. So what I normally do, when you grow up, don't be savvy. Okay, in a world full of people, do not be me. Right? I am your prime example. Don't do this. Honestly, guys, what ends up happening is I crash and burn, and I will end up going out on stress leave because I'm letting it get to me, because it's affecting me. So I still need to learn this skill. I don't have it. Like I told you guys from the beginning, my journey is authentic and it is raw and it is real. I'm not going to fake and say I got this, because this is one point that I don't got. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. And I get so excited when I'm able to help someone. But the stories that I hear of just average people coming in every single day, I don't understand, like legit from my point of view, right? Because it's like, from my point of view, I look at coworkers who do have it and who don't get emotionally involved, and I'm just looking at them like, how do you do that? Like, how do you not get upset hearing these people on the phone? Like, I don't have it. So I try. I do personal days where I just won't go in because I don't have the tools in my toolbox that day to give out to people. It does affect you. You get burnout. And I know I have burnout, but I love my job. I love what I do. So I can't give people advice on something that I'm not good at. So this is me, right? Part of being aware of your mental health is knowing what you still need to work on. I'm 47, gonna be 48. I don't know, guys. I might retire this way. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm still learning. Now, I do take breaks. I go on vacations. I take breaks. I try and maximize like my PTO, that type of thing. What advice would I get? Let's see, Marcus, your head.
Oh, sure, my bad.
What advice would you give to women struggling with work-life balance issues? Start from day one. Know that you can't fix things. Okay? Start from day one. If you're in a job, if you're in a situation, know that it's okay not to have all the answers. Know that you might have to go home that day without a resolution. I think because that's what I'm guilty of. I will sit there at my computer if a case isn't running right, for example, because everything's computerized now. All of welfare databases are automated, nationwide. And those computer databases don't always work right. Y'all, I will bang my head up against the wall trying to fix that case before I go home. Like, sit there at the desk and, it's crazy. So don't do that. Leave your desk, because this is the thing. If something were to happen to me, I would be very replaceable. My position is highly replaceable. So don't do that. Yeah.
Okay.